Alright, we should be live now. We should be live for the last couple of seconds.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Yeah, we are live.
Yeah, you just want to double check and make sure our sound's coming through?
Oh. Yep. Sounds coming through.
Alright, well, then, it's about to be 6. So, should we begin?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's take down the cover. And... oh, it's Kit.
Hello.
Greetings all, I was hoping to be back on Discord today, but I pretty much lost my voice and feel like crap. So maybe next time.
Yeah,
That's totally okay. And your new profile pic looks really good, man. The one on Facebook.
Oh.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, let's begin. Alright, everybody. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Weekly WAYPN. I'm Karl.
I'm Sunny.
AKA
Henry and Sun Guitar.
And we're starting off with...
Calvinoni.
And what has Calvinoni made up today?
Well, he has made some sort of a fire elemental. So he says, fire elemental formerly from Otherworld miniatures. And I like seeing these different minis from different places.
So I think it looks good, but I feel like it could use a dry brush. What do you think?
A dry brush? Well, I was thinking it could use a bit more fire.
A bit more fire.
More fire.
I see the picture you're making.
I'm going to. I'm not sure. Do I do it with the like how I did?
No. Just use your multiplier and then send it to me and I'll open it up.
So I'm working on a potential edit at the moment.
Yeah. Just send in real quick because otherwise we'll take too long.
Yeah. So I'll see if it actually does. Oh, looks like I did it incorrectly. Well, it's okay, but I think this sort of gets the point across. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that. I didn't make an extra layer, so I ended up just painting over the extra picture.
Alright.
But it's kind of cute.
Alright, where are we? Where am I gonna?
Should I send it to you direct?
Sure.
Okay.
Alright, so Sunny sent this magnificent piece for you, Cal. She was like, it could be fixed by simply
covering it up. Well, it's looking very Halo.
But yeah,
yes.
She meant to put a multiplier on it.
You meant to apply layers.
But yeah, no, I was just thinking just a dry brush, to either put the black or the yellow into it.
Yeah,
either way,
like a white dry brush or so. But you have to use
like an orange or something, or either going into the black to make it look like it's a sort of smoky or oil fire. But yeah, I think we should move on to the next piece. Would you like to read out?
Okay. We have Larry. Yeah. Added some gold to both figures. Also used a thinned sepia wash, equal parts wash and water, and put it on the mummy. Sorry. And his base. Then glued on some more sand. Oh, and also the weird bases on these monster figures, except the mummy, are apparently designed to fit in with the base of the Tomb of Dracula terrain set. I haven't put it together yet, but found a picture while looking for instructions. Okay,
yeah, I see that. So see this bit right here.
So that's why it looks so weird.
It looks absolutely bizarre. I'm not gonna lie.
Even at the terrain set, you still don't know what's going on.
Yes.
Why is it? I can see the stairs. I don't know why there's cobblestone and then roof tiles.
It's just like
what is
I want to make this be a whole lot of different textures, and there's the guy in the corner. But why though?
Yes.
And we also have Chris Shah with us. Would you like to read out what Chris Shah is saying?
Yes. Usually playing Kill Team, so I don't get to watch these live, but here today, well, at least you're playing something.
And actually, you will see some of your stuff in
featured in a video.
Yes, because we were talking about Stillmania.
Yes.
And when we thought about Stillmania, we thought about your stuff.
Yes.
So I think that He's certainly came along, but the other thing that I think is it's going to be hard to get the depth in it, because I think like he has put some grey in there, like you were talking about, to sort of give him some shadow.
So he is going for a pure white skin then.
Yeah, but like I think that unfortunately one of the problems is that when it comes to this, you take a look at it and like white's always going to be hard to come up on camera. It's going to be hard to get that shadowing. I think everything else is looking really good. I like this sort of very satin look to the reds.
Yeah. That part looks really nice. I think the gold could use more of an ancient look, I think, because it looks a bit
too bright and modern.
Yeah, bright mod. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
Other than that, I think it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would prefer like a pale skin rather than a white skin.
Yeah, but he's probably going off a comic book.
Oh,
yeah, you know, like to be fair. All right, let us move on to our next one.
To Larry.
Even more Larry. That's impossible. Larry's never posted more than once.
He said he forgot.
He forgot. Oh,
forgot
okay.
to post
I'll forgive him.
Was just a quick base coat, then dry brush with grey and a touch of white. Have to do the cat and then base it, etc. But so far, so good. Yeah.
I thought that the cat was just part of the statue.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean,
and it could be done like this. But like if it's a real cat, it'll add even more character, I guess.
But yeah, no, I think it looks good. And like, honestly, it's a great way of just getting statues done. If you want to do statues, Zenithal and a dry brush and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right, let us move on.
Oh, we got Alex.
Okay,
I've done some more welds and given them a base coat to show you what it looks like painted. That said, of course, they will have a lot more work done on them before then and... Oh, okay, before then and then he's finished. What do you say?
I see. So, yep, just some more welds. They look like weld lines.
Yeah, I think they're very to scale.
Yeah,
so
like...
I think you're doing a good job there.
Yeah, it does look like a very rough weld here, though.
Over there, yeah.
But, I mean, like, it looks like what it should look like, and that's the main thing. Like, if this is what you want this to look like, then it looks that way. The only thing that I would say with this stuff is the welds are quite stark to the smoothness of the rest of the tank, and, like, that contrast might make it so that it feels off.
Yeah.
But that might be something that he'll solve with painting.
Sometimes if you just buff it a bit down just to make it less prominent. All right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. All right.
We have more Larry.
More Larry. Impossible. Did he forget again?
No, this time he seems to remember.
He forgot to remember?
He forgot to remember.
I see.
Tried the idea of having the brown tentacles have white spots resembling the places deer have white fur. Okay, in order to visually reinforce the idea, they were formed from whatever animals were around. This is taking a very multiple turn, Mr. Larry. But it didn't look right, and I realized she was too big for it to be really appropriate anyway. So I dry brushed over the white bits, and the brown was even lighter in that bit, and I'm happy enough with the result. Stipple some of the joining areas to help carry the idea of transition zones, and dry brushed from bottom up in some areas with texture and shape that the airbrush couldn't really reach properly, as well as to do some general reinforcement of the red underlighting. I'm pretty happy with it where it is, at least for now, so I can start thinking of basing. I do know I don't want the transition areas to be more obvious or visible, like a glowing line or something. I want it to be messy, unclear. What the heck is that? Rather than some video gamey or cartoony effect. I don't mind explaining if I have to, and if someone doesn't understand or is confused, it's the spirit and intent of the piece anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the brown tentacles now. They I don't think that they've added as much.
It feels almost like it's coming out of a retro, old days photograph. You know, when it's like all browns, the photograph.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it progresses. But like this one's been worked on for quite a while, and I feel like. Do you remember the other day when? Was it Darren who was entering the competition?
Darren Wong?
Yeah. Who was entering the competition, and we were just like, all right, we're not going to give more advice because we're not sure that advice at this stage will actually help.
Yeah.
I feel the same way for this one. What do you think?
It looks pretty sort of done-ish to me, but
Yeah.
I do think that now that I'm seeing it more complete, I do feel the brown isn't quite working for the ethereal effect that he was going for, like coming from the aether. I feel like for concept-wise, if it were me, I think I would have done the tentacles a jet black spray and then do like a cosmic color shift and then you do some like splatter effect of stars to show it coming from like the aether.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you see it in the black background here, it'll look like it's coming from nothing appearing into something.
That sounds like really difficult to pull off though, but
at the moment I would say it's kind of done ski.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that
unless he masks and does it again.
Let's move on and we'll see how things go. All right. So next up we have Joseph Malin.
Yes, Joseph Malin. I found a few miniatures for hobby today.
I see.
They are minis.
So it looks like he's doing the Hero Quest stuff. More Hero Quest stuff, but I'm not sure what we've got going on here. There's some Hero Quest stuff and some other things.
I think it's like Age of Sigma. I don't know.
Maybe, I'm not sure. That's definitely like some Reaper Bones style stuff. I don't know what a lot of these other ones are, so we'll see what it all is.
Well, Joseph is very productive.
Joseph is very productive, but you know, his ways sometimes confuse me. The way that he does things in the way that he does, it's like...
Are you mixing him up with RJ?
No, because some of the times he'll just do like this huge splatter of things, and then other times it's very focused. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, and then I'm doing this. And then other times it's like, I decided to do 7 different projects at once, and it's like,
and look,
okay,
it's all finished to
all
a
right.
Great standard.
So next up, we've got Chris Sharp.
Nice. I didn't quite get these done in a week, but was grey plastic 7 days ago.
Well done.
Standard is Tabletop Plus, with purposely doing as little highlighting as possible. Lots of experimentation with oils here, and have discovered it's quite hard to get right compared to how Cult of Paint can do it.
Cult of Paint will have a lot of experience with it. Henry is very good with his paints there.
You're Henry.
Yes, he's also Henry. But like, I look at these, man, and I would not call them tabletop. I'd call them character level.
Well,
like
he said tabletop.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, for me...
It does look character-y, I suppose.
Yeah, so I think that you've got some great colour contrast. So, first off, I think there's some great value contrast here. Like, let's take a look at the black against the steel. Absolutely fantastic. And then you've got this amazing colour contrast of the teal and the purple, which is, you know, a great contrast once again. And to contrast the steel, we've got these...
earthy browns.
Yeah.
Textures, matte textures.
Yeah, and...
rough against a smooth.
Yeah. And I think that he's done really well. Like, there's nothing here where I'd, you know, take any notes. I think the only thing that he could really do is, like, if he really wants to start stepping up. So, like, not just a sort of, like... I'll give it a try. It's like you'd really have to step up quite a bit to improve the quality here. So, for example, he could start doing
scratches on the leather.
Scratches on the leather, which would really help with the contrast of this, which I think would look really good to contrast the steel. So the way I do that is I'll just do a value zenithal, or just do like a value sketch. So paint it grey and then put in my black and white cuts, and then put snakebite leather over it, and then use XV88 and just do scratches on the edges. We've got the Wrath and Glory guys in an area now, don't we?
Yeah, it's under personal projects, and then Wrath and Glory.
Okay, so let's take a look. Personal project, Wrath and Glory. Alright, let's see if I can find...
Yeah.
Here he is, old mate. Do we have a better picture of it? I think his back pockets are the ones which are all sort of scratched up. Alright. So, just stuff like this over here. So this is very zoomed in, but you get the picture. So you just do like lots of little scratches and that sort of thing. I think that the boots show it a bit better, but like the whole idea is you have like that very sort of scratchy sort of feel, and that would be a great contrast to this. But yeah, I think he's put in a tremendous effort.
Yes.
All right, your thoughts? Because I talked a lot there.
I think the only thing I would say like that feels a little off to me is the sort of pastel-y tone of the colored portions. So I feel if the purple was a little bit more deeper or more saturated, I think it would look even nicer. But like technique wise, just great. And you've got all the right sort of contrasts going on. But I think it's just like the color, I feel it could have been a little bit deeper, or maybe, and that will, because right now it does have almost like a very strong sci-fi feel.
It does have a very strong sci-fi feel. That might have been the intent.
Yeah, again, nothing wrong with that if that's the intent, but I still think like maybe a deeper purple would really look nice against that nice bright, almost cyan blue that you've got going on. But that's a minor thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
We can...
Alright, so we'll move on. But I was just writing in the chat for Chris to feel free to say anything and we'll talk about it. Alright, so next up...
we have Karl Benoni.
And he's
more sprugu mushrooms. And these ones are looking...
Yes, he's very into his sprugu mushrooms.
Well, I think it's also because like it's something that he can make quickly and by hand as well. So it's like his thing, you know, it's not like, oh, another mini and I just paint it. You know, like he actually crafted from start to finish. So he added a dead spider from War Games Atlantic box set apparently.
Yeah, no, it all looks really good. Like there's not much to say about it. It does exactly what it's meant to do. And Chris says,
someone left this comment about it in a Discord I'm in. The Pestilence chapter. Hailing from the fortress world of Baby's Room?
Oh, because of the colours.
Oh!
Right, they, you know, because they're...
Yeah, I think the purple, like I said, is a bit on the pastel-y side. The blue is okay. It's not... I wouldn't consider pastel. But yeah, it does look pastel-y when you put it next to each other.
Alright, so next up we've got Tomas. Is this the one where he got upset about the order of things?
He would state it in the thing, I think.
Yeah.
Probably I finally found my army painting technique. I think I'll add some streaking effects to this guy until I finish the base. Rest of the squad is on their way. Also, little update on Lehman Russ. Wow.
So I think he's done really well with this.
The hazard striping.
Well, because one of the things is a lot of people call this the Nerf gun.
Oh, yeah?
Because of how it looks. I think that the basing looks good, but it's obviously not yet complete.
Look at this.
Yeah, the Krieg ones are...
The way that you've managed to get the detail of the dirt and the grime on this, it looks like something that belongs on a magazine, like Scale Modeler's magazine.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I'm going to guess that Tomas does take inspiration from a lot of the Scale Modeler stuff based off what he does, because you take a look at the way he does his marines, and they are done in a very scale model way. And even take a look at the base, it's done in a very sort of scale model way. But yeah, I have to say that I think the way that he's done this gun is really good, because it often looks quite comical, to be honest.
Yeah, so this feels more realistic, doesn't
it?
Yeah,
it feels more like some sort of heavy-duty piece of equipment that he's lugging around.
Yeah, like he could just lift it with one hand.
He's lifting it with one hand, but when he actually goes to shoot it, he'll be, properly propped, and he'll, position himself properly. But I think with all of this, I think he's like that grimdark feeling. I wouldn't quite call it grimdark, though. Like, I know that your aim's grimdark. The way that I would call this is more... not grimdark, but maybe like realistic Marines, because like they're beat up and such. But we'll see how things go.
I would only thing that I would say is that the plasma effect was only.
I don't think this is meant to be a plasma effect. I think that's just meant to be, like painted in the ultramarine colors. You don't think that comes through well?
I guess because I'm very used to seeing that be the plasma. Yeah. And I feel like because with Tomas's skills, like if he didn't do the plasma effect, it's a bit of a waste.
But this shouldn't be a plasma effect, this one here. This is just like a sort of housing box sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But I can see why you say that with all of his other bits of armor and even the steel being quite roughed up. This is a bit smoother. And it doesn't quite fit the theme of everything else. But all right. Well, let us move on. And we are moving on to more Joseph by the looks of things.
All the Hero Quest grunts are finished and varnished, and I'm close to varnishing the terrain. My first batch of Aeon Trespass minis are base coated and ready for work. I'd like to have Aeon Trespass ready for play by Easter weekend. A 4-day weekend is a good time to sink my teeth into a new campaign.
Well, I think that he should be really proud of the fact that he has gotten so much done.
And the quality of it is really lovely.
Yeah, and like
it's tabletop, but
it does its job. Like you look at these skeletons, right? Like, you know exactly what they are, you know exactly what they do.
And I like that he's added a bit of that rusty effect to the scythes as well, just to give it a bit of character.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, but it's like those little things just to make it a bit something
If we
more.
got this Hero Quest one, I'd really want to do these guys up in the different colours of each of the Chaos Gods. Because there's 4 of them.
Yeah. So Chris has said something. I think the purple I ended up using should have been the hotter pink I found for my Demon prints that I posted later. But I found some AK paints I wanted to try. Because I was using oils, was a bit hard to tell what it would end up like. Fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, no, like using oils can often be a daunting experience, especially for the first time you do it, because you're just sort of like, okay, well, let's see how things go. Like that. And you can feel as if like, okay, here we go again. I'm really worried about this. But yeah, we'll see how it progresses. Like, because I was just thinking about the bird and how we are doing all of the black lining, and like, should have we just done oil washes instead? Or like pin washes. But yeah, it just goes on and on. So I'm gonna have to go off from Joseph's stuff because, like, there is so much here, but I really do want to congratulate him for the level of effort put in.
Yeah, I like how he's done all these little step-by-steps.
Yeah,
with all the paints that he's used, like he's even used metal color.
All right, so next up we have James.
Updates on projects. Fallout Heroes. So after dropping one of them and having to re-glue him back onto the base 2 times, I did some finishing touches to the bases and the clothes I'm calling done. Deceased. My Kickstarter has gotten delayed for a couple months, so I wanted something to paint to both be fun and improve my painting. And because of a couple of reasons, I brought this kill team to paint up. Space Marines. Well, looking forward to painting my new Cadian kill team, but we'll be trying to work on them. As you might assume, I am excited to be opening up my first kill team, and because I have mostly painted Space Marines in my 40k life, I am looking forward to doing something new for me. Yeah. Comment if you have any tips or helpful suggestions for me.
Well, as for tips, it really depends on what you want to go with. If you just want to do them in these colors, there's all sorts of things that you could do. Just remember with patterning, if you're going to do like sort of camo patterns, be more free and easy with it. Just find a pattern online and follow it. Don't get too upset by it. All right, so looking at this, I think it's really neat to see how he's progressed over the past year and a bit, because I think that he's really improved. Like, it's not been astronomical, but we got to give James credit where credit's due. He absolutely smashes out his board game stuff, and that is his focus: board games, not tabletop miniatures. And I think that he's been hitting all of his goals, and I think you've got to give credit where it's due. He wants to get these things done, and he's getting them done. And I think they're looking pretty damn decent.
Yeah.
And I think Ahsoka at this range looks really good.
Yeah, it's popping.
Yeah, it's absolutely popping.
Yeah.
All right. So, next up, we've got... Oh, okay. There was a Member Monday post.
It did the thing.
Yeah, it did the weird thing. Do you wanna read it out?
It's just past Member Monday. That's something I said. Oh well. Surprise! It's me today. Normally, Henry will make heartfelt posts to warmly welcome our new members, but today I am doing it. A community is more than just a place where people meet. It can be in real life or it can be online, but what makes it a great place that helps everyone are the people themselves. You guys make this place special and a place where everyone can feel welcome and thrive and improve as painters. So without further ado, let's welcome our new members. And for you, we have but one question. What are you painting now? Make a post about it.
Yeah, and I have to say, guys, I am very, very behind on a lot of my things here, but unfortunately the reason for that is because I am just that busy. Alright, so next up we've got John.
Oh my god, Better Call Saul.
You know, like, I think that the suit and everything's come up great, but I think unfortunately the face looks a little
like it doesn't
off.
It doesn't really look like Saul, unfortunately.
Yeah,
the facial features.
You are the artist, so I give everything to you.
Yeah, I think it just needs a little bit of work in the perspective, but I think the style is very nice. Like, it has that sort of comic book, old school art style, which is you've really nailed it, especially with the blending and everything. So that's very nice. But I think the face being the key feature, I think could have been worked on just a little bit more, like with the perspective. But other than that, yeah, I like what you've tried with the hand. What is that? The calligraphy. Very nice. I like seeing that you do all these little artworks. It's very nice.
All right, so...
And there's more from John.
Yes, there is.
Lady Justice watercolor on paper. Yeah, I like the colors.
Yeah, I think the colors are great. Well,
Very nice.
you are the artist here, so I'm going to throw it all to you.
Well, yes. Okay, so everything is looking good except for this arm here, the one at the front.
Okay, why is that? Can you explain it?
The proportion is a bit off, so it looks a bit too sort of short, especially the hand. The hand is way too small.
Alright, so can you explain to me and the people who are uninitiated why this one is too small?
Because take a look at the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at the right length.
Yeah.
And this one, because of the foreshortening. Foreshortening is a bit difficult to get right off the bat.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of... It's a difficult sort of illusion trick for your brain to understand and do.
Okay.
So that's why that's happened. The arm looks shorter than it's meant to be.
Okay. Now, I'm no good when it comes to 2D drawing, so like I'm just not gonna comment on it other than I think that the dress looks really well done. I think it has it feels like it's got a lot of depth to me.
Yeah.
But that's all I wanted to say on that one. And there's one more by John coming up, and once again I'm gonna throw it all to you.
It's a biblical accurate angel.
It
needs more eyes. Needs more rings, more eyes, and then it's finished. There we go. That's my... Oh, Raven has said, I think when I need something to do, I will do some basing for the Ahsoka because next to the others, the base looks...
So I think this looks like a great sketch. It looks like all of the other biblically accurate angels I've seen in the thing, except he's done one different thing, that the head seems to sort of be somewhat separate from all of the wings, kind of, I think. You know, it seems to be sort of just floating above all of the other wings. You know, which seems appropriate and just as crazy.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's good. Is there anything else?
Well, you could have added a bit more of the detailing into the feathers, I think. Like
it is a sketch, though, right?
It looks like he's trying to go for a more deep, sketchy look. And if you've got feathers as your main composition, I think put some effort into the feathers.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a sketch. We might see it, you know, worked on from now.
Maybe.
Alright, so next up we have a meme, but we're going to skip over it because I think the people read it in their own time.
Righto.
Alright, so next up we've got more Larry. With some blurry photos.
Yeah. Just a little airbrush work with the Ruby Alchemy. So that's from...
Ooh.
Huh?
There's
this guy. Battle... Yeah, Mech. Where's Penguin?
He's in the comments.
Is he though?
Look, look right here. Look.
Oh, okay, I see.
He's on that picture. And he's in the next picture too. He's doing up various cockpits for the various mechs when he shows them all.
Ruby Alchemy. Yeah, I think it's a very beautiful finish for this dress.
It's going to be pretty interesting, but I'm really interested in seeing where all of these end up.
The mechs.
Yeah, no, because I like the way that he's done the head here.
Like a skull?
Well, no, like, because that is how it's done, but see, like, the sort of damage and how that's done. You know, because, yeah.
Looks like he's got his teeth punched in.
He does look like he's got his teeth punched in.
That's got like a bit of a character to it, I think.
Yeah. But just so you guys know, like, there's some people who have been asking for advice. For example, Brian asked for advice and the memes. We're just sort of going to skip over them because we have so many posts and we're already at half an hour. And, like, some of the times we feel like we spend too long on one thing and not enough on the other. Anyway, so would you like to read out Tomas's post? Is this the one where he's upset?
I don't know.
Did it? Ah, yes, like always, Facebook messed up the photos order.
Okay, so some quick whip updates. Number 1, 4 stages of armor painting. A, darkest color on dark brown base. B, in intermediate color, mix of darkest and main color. C, actual main color. D, highlight. Yes, there are 4 different minis. I left them in different stages just for the sake of this photo. Some chippings on heads. 2, some chippings on heads. 3, another test. The same method, but with dark gray base and silver chipping instead of brown, which is a little bit more lore accurate but less readable. 4, one angry boy. Very whip for some change. 5, Desolation Squad Sergeant with finished base. I knew since the beginning that I want an urban base for them. I choose red bricks for 2 reasons. Nice contrast with blue armor.
Yep.
Yeah. And the fact that brick dust is very aggressive.
Yep.
So I can try excessive use of pigment. It didn't come very well. But I took notes, and the rest of the 4 will definitely be better.
Would you like to comment on these stages of done?
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, I think that
stages.
I think that that's great.
It looks like something you find on Pinterest.
I like how he's shown this, but like when it comes to this final one, it's a lot brighter and like it's obviously a bit more photogenic, but I think I almost prefer this one, you know?
I think that's like the final stage shows like exactly where the light hits and stuff.
Yeah, I understand, but
nice.
I like the stage 3 if he wanted to stop, and I like that he shows how he does the stuff up. But there's been something that I've wanted to try since I've seen Tomas and other people do this sponging technique. Do you remember how we did the stuff with the I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Dystopian Beige Future.
Yeah, with Dystopian Beige Future. I was thinking about doing that with that, sponging brown.
Yeah, it probably will be a lot quicker.
Well, the reason why I was thinking about it is I think it could have, like, a really great effect. Yeah. I think it could, like, build up to this really interesting finish.
Yes.
But we'll have to see. Because, yeah, I think it's looking good.
It looks so sick. Oh, look at that.
Yes, this is our whip boy, and I think that it's looking really good. But I just... So, the only thing that I want to say on these is they almost feel a bit too clean.
The bricks?
Yeah. So, the only thing that I would do with this is just remember with concrete dust, it gets absolutely everywhere. So you can add some greys and whites powders into this. And the other part that I do with these is add some grunge between them.
A grunge.
Like...
Or like rebar and stuff.
No, like bits of sand. Like, sure, you could add some rebar, like, right here to indicate, like, that's where they would have put it between the bricks and that sort of thing. This bit right here, I'm not sure is working for you, but that bit right there, oh, that's sexy. That's so sexy.
What is it? Why?
Because, like, it just feels like it completes the whole miniature with the basing, like, that bit is just blocked out. It's like, here's just the section of the thing.
Oh, righto.
Well, like, sure, it's personal taste, but yeah. All right.
I think it looks interesting. That's for...
Yeah.
It's different.
All right. Shall we move on to the next?
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think he's a new member.
I think it's Giuseppe Vittorio.
Yeah, no, so I'm sorry, man. I haven't been on as often, so I don't know how long he was waiting to get these approved, because when you're a new member, you have to get your posts approved. It's just one of those default things.
Oh, what's happened here?
I press back.
Okay, now press X.
Yeah.
No. Press X. Okay. Fine.
Okay, I'll reload and see.
Let's.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we can't comment on these ones. All right, let's.
Can I just take a look?
There's.
You clicked on it and then it doesn't open. Is that it?
Yeah. Let's try with his next one.
Okay, now yeah.
That one's coming through, which already loaded. So I'll try one more time. No, maybe he deleted it while we were doing the review.
That's a bit of a shame.
Oh, well, maybe he posted an update somewhere.
Because it looks very nice in this one.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Like it. I think that they look very nice.
I really like whatever that thing is. The human. What is that?
Oh, that's no. It's the Blood Bowl guy. He's got the undead guy that's on him. He's the zombie chewer or whatever his name is.
So incredibly interesting how he's decided to go with like these blues. And then you've got those nice purples, desaturated purples.
You're asking me to focus on something I can't zoom in on.
Okay, fine.
Let's go to the next one.
Most recent projects.
Yeah. Alright, so.
Same one.
Not all of them are the same, but yes. So this one, just keep your focus, because like, obviously you've put a lot of work into this head. I can tell by all of the colours and all of that sort of thing, but it's focused on the sword.
Yeah.
So just feel free to repost this one and we'll comment on him, because like I can tell you put work in. And the other thing is, try and have a neutral background without stuff in the background. Alright, so here's your guy you wanted to talk about before.
Yeah, like that fella.
I'll see if I can... Yeah, okay, here.
Because I'm so confused and intrigued at the same time. Like, why the sharp blues and...
Probably to show the idea that he's a ghast or ghoul. But I tell you what, I love all the scratching and stuff. Yeah. Like the scratching.
And the tusks came out really nice.
Yeah.
But the orc face, look at that.
Yeah, I think this is one of those times where, you know, having just the 1,000-yard stare.
Works
yeah, because like he's like screaming and guttural, and it just feels like it works. But I tell you what, I take a look at this guy. And I just thought to myself, he would work so well as a...
junkyard manager, yes.
Yes, a throwback to a video that is not yet out. Thank you. Yeah. Remember, nobody's watched that except for
my own success.
Nobody's watched that except the members.
Yes.
Hey there, Marcelo.
Hey, Marcelo.
Alright, so next up, it's that same Skaven guy. Let's see if we can get a good front. No, it's not. It's a different Skaven guy. So this is some sort of Technomancer guy. I like the verdigris. I think that the way that he's done all of this looks good. But when I look at it, I feel like he could use some pigment powder to bring some of this up into the mini, which would really help put it in the base. Because like it all feels like, I know it's Warhammer, yes, thank you very much everyone, but it does feel quite realistic with the way that he's done it, if you follow what I'm saying. What about your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this ratty fellow?
I like the contrast with
like the contrast?
What is it? The edge highlighting on the fabrics and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's very well done. I think you've got all the right sort of saturated versus desaturated tones and all that, and then nice wires of black and red and blue and all that sort of thing. I think it's come up really nicely.
Cal and Sunny, I'm glad it's good. By the photo you posted, you're talking about when Sunny was in hospital. No, that's just my giant meat mallet of a hand.
Yes.
Because
Karl has very big hand.
Yeah, apparently.
And I am the child.
Yes.
It is I. I am the child.
Sunny.
I have proven once again that I am truly Cal's 12-year-old son.
All right. Well, with that, we're moving on to. Oh, there's a Larry before me that I didn't load.
Ah.
All right. Let's.
Am I missing something? Oh, it's the turnip face fella.
Man thing. Do you want to read the words?
Yeah. More man thing. Mostly more subtle work. Added highlights to the greens, thin layers, glazing at times. If I go too bright, I break the spirit of the piece and he starts turning yellow. Also added Creek's Bane to parts of the base, so the earth paste is brown in places. Green-brown in others. Added Agrax Earth shade over the whole base to emphasize some of the deeper recesses and tie it all together a little better.
I tell you what, the basing I think looks very good.
Yeah, very swampy.
But the only thing that I'd say is, once again, these could be orange.
Orange, yeah.
Yeah, what is this, horseshoe fungus?
Bracket fungus.
Bracket fungus.
Yeah. Close enough.
Close enough. Close, but not quite so good. Is it slap chop? No, I am not slap chopping Sunny at the hospital.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is me, and this is all. So I've actually been painting almost every single day this week, but only getting a few hours in here and there, and
I've been trying to
help.
Yeah. Very poorly.
But only very recently, and it feels so tedious because, like, these wings have taken forever. And why? Because
we are doing the black lining.
Yeah, I did black lining and individually highlighting each of the each of the feathers. So there's like each feather is individually highlighted, and it's just madness. Like and like I don't feel that it comes off quite as much as I would like it to. And yeah, it's just really frustrating because, like, even when I zoom in on it, you can't quite see a lot of the highlighting. But yes,
should we push it a bit? I can see the highlighting of the blue feathers.
Oh, you can see the highlighting of the blue feathers, but the transitional ones where you do the pink and such.
Yeah.
All right. See you, Marcelo. You have a good one.
Okay, yes. Charge your batteries.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Both literally and metaphorically.
Yes.
Alright, so next up we have...
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Mortem Us.
Oh, man, look at that. Look at that.
Alright, would you like to read out?
Okay, as it's still Whip Wednesday, at least in Europe, I hadn't have much time today, so only small update on one of the Denim Marines. Ooh, Denim Marines!
Oh, yes, because that's what you called it in the last one.
Yeah, decals, details, chipping, fun stuff. But with the way that he's sort of taken this in the sort of more dim lighting,
yeah,
the glow of the eye
looks but
so prominent.
The other thing that I really like is the way that he's done the leather. It's quite subtle comparatively to the rest of it, but once again, I feel like if he did a much more sort of scratchy look, like obviously my colors are different to his colors here, right? But if he did like a scratchy sort of look there, I think that would come up really well with these styles of guys, with how like sort of damaged they are, because I feel like that would match very well, because I just think like, yeah. But I tell you what, we gotta We got to try out that marine color scheme idea. What do you reckon?
What color scheme?
Rather than color scheme, that marine painting style. Where we talk
the sponging.
Yeah, but dystopian future marines.
Yes.
All right. Perhaps. But I think the other thing that I found a little odd with this was the crispness of these highlights.
Yeah, but you don't see that anywhere else.
Yeah, and
it's very jarring, yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder what he's going to do with that, because obviously he's going to do something with it, but at the moment
it looks like? It looks like acrylic. Like plastic colored acrylic.
Yeah, which doesn't really help with the whole Nerf gun idea, but we'll move on and we will look forward to some
Sally Mendes.
Yes. And we've got John, gas, gotta give the gas tonight.
Hold on, my thing stalled.
Your thing stalled?
Yeah, like I can't scroll.
It's alright. Would you like me to read this one?
I can read.
Oh, you can read.
No rest for the wicked. One army, quote unquote, done. Time to work on the next one. Sons of Vulcan, here I come, still very much a whip.
Yeah, look, it's looking good. Look, yes, it's a whip, but I mean,
you need to add more scales, John. Where are the scales? You didn't watch my Sally Mendes video.
He's very upset. You can hear by my tone that I'm just as upset, obviously.
Yes.
Can't you hear my upset, John?
Where is the red-yellow transition into the green? Ayah.
Anyway, I think that, you've got some strong blocking in. It is what it is. It's a whip. And I reckon it's looking good. And this,
colors, yeah.
But before we move on, guys, this is so vital to remember to look at this. This is how it starts. People will block in their colors. They'll do their things. It is all about the process. As you've seen with Tomas and so many others, nothing starts finished.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of nothing starting finished, I think he will forgive us this small ribbing.
Oh, Larry.
Yes, it's more Larry. Do you want me to read out? Because it seems your whole thing has stalled. Do you want to just refresh?
I think it's like nothing.
Yes, it does seem that way. A quick post on what I did last night. Added blue base coat to Beta Ray Bill. Glued in a few bits to the base. Added earth paste to the statue here and there. Trying to get some bits to stay on. Oh, what the heck? Something happened over there on your computer.
It can be fixed. Right. No worries.
If it doesn't work this time, I quit. That's fair. That's fair. His bats keep falling off. He's got bats in the belfry, you see.
I just realized I forgot to put the...
I really like the character of Beta Ray Bill.
I don't know this Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill is a person who was like the first person who could wield Thor's hammer outside of Thor.
What?
And so the whole idea of him is like, the reason that he could is because he was pure of heart. Yes, he's still having problems with the bats.
What's wrong with the bat?
They won't remain glued.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
He's got to put the pincer on.
Yep. So, he's just a really interesting comic book character, but we'll come to him later. What I found really cool is in the comic books, he was able to wield Thor's hammer, and like essentially Thor's like, okay, this guy's not a bad guy. If he can wield my hammer, he mustn't be a bad guy. So he stopped fighting him, and Odin ended up making him his own hammer, and that's his hammer, not Thor's.
He made him his own hammer.
Yeah. It's a.
So what is it? Was it
Mjolnir?
Meow.
That's
meow, and now this is woof woof. Okay.
Time to read now that your broken thing is working.
The hero quest terrain is ready for varnish. The backs of the chest ends will need painting after varnishing and then varnishing again. I hope to have that all done this weekend. Then I can focus on Aeon Trespass.
He's doing the full still mania thing, isn't he? I tell you what, the little thing here, the ribbon, it feels a lot like a ribbon because of the way that he's done it. I really like that.
Did he put some manual highlights in that or just glossied it up?
I'm not sure, but it looks good.
Nice.
Yes, all of the edges of the chest, because you got these little paper things that you add to it. So
you'll have to play the game with me.
I do not have Hero Quest. I do not have the old Hero Quest. It is a relic.
You have everything.
I do not have everything.
Look at all these minis everywhere.
Why do you curse me like this? Huh? Why are you being mean? Alright,
Joseph, send the box. I need it now.
Oi! Stop being a jerk.
Gib. I like the way he's done the scales. The scales feel very real.
I think that everything that he's done looks really good. And I like that he puts all the effort into just even the smallest things. But it's our RJ. He was the one who deleted the other post from the other guy. He deleted it. He admits to it. Read it.
Deleted all posts to make room for a more current whip. So mean, RJ.
Yeah, he deleted old mate's post. Who was it? You're gonna have to apologize.
Giespe, I believe.
Yeah, Giespe. Why'd you delete his post?
Oh,
I didn't even know that you could, but here we are. But I tell you what, look, the way that he's done the skins.
Oh yeah.
Like you can see the shine line and all of that, but like I don't think here looks quite as good as like right here. That feels real. This bit right here, you see what I'm talking about?
But it does feel like I don't really know what I'm looking at, sort of thing, because you see how the skin color of her face and arms are very different from the legs.
I'm pretty sure this is meant to be like stockings.
Yeah, okay. If it is stockings, as we say, then yeah, okay. Then yeah.
And I love the way that he's done the wine.
Oh.
Like that looks fantastic.
It's so velvety the way that it looks. Eh?
Yeah, no, like all of it has such a particular character to it. And I think that it looks very, very nice.
It looked like from this angle, the wine, it almost looks like a misty glaze of water kind.
I'm just looking and seeing if there's anything that I can comment on. So this right here, the way that he's done the lower leg compared also over here looks really good.
Yeah.
But it seems like the upper leg here hasn't quite captured that same level of realism that is here and down here. I couldn't tell you why though. Like I look at it and I can't tell you why that
I also
this
do not know.
But do you agree?
I really cannot understand. Maybe it just needs an extra sheen.
I don't know. Like, I feel like...
Because, yeah, that other foot looks very realistic. And then this other leg... It looks realistic, but it also feels a bit off in one way.
I think this part of the leg feels a bit off, but I feel like this part is perfect. I feel like that the arms are good because we haven't even noticed them.
Yeah, like it's all the leg.
Yeah, no. But what I mean to say is like, if we haven't noticed them, that's probably a good sign. It probably means that they're done really, really well. I feel like he's entering Alan territory where, like, we can only help him by stating the blatantly obvious.
But I thought he's always been a bit of an Alan.
Yeah. At certain times, he's very Alan. At other times, he's Greg.
Oh.
But
or just the RJ.
Yeah, but I think this is really good. I think that he's really put his heart and soul into it.
Yeah, some of your best KDM models, I would say.
Yeah,
like even the hair. Look at that hair.
Yeah, I think I think it's probably because it's a bit two-tone, so it's got a lot of richness to it. All right, so next up we have Lance. It's good to see Lance.
So jolly. A time to get pissed. Cheers to all my
RJ says, I'm always Greg.
Oh my god.
What are you doing up at this hour?
Yeah.
Why are you not in the chat?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? You should be in the chat with us.
He must be doing more procrastination organizing. That's what's going on.
Oh yeah, no, what do we call what have we got it in our new motivation?
Productive procrastination.
Yes, productive procrastination. But yes,
that's why.
I really always love seeing Lance because he's smashing things out and he's got the goal of 100 minis every year, isn't it?
I still don't know if that's his goal or was it that just one time that he wanted to do.
Work is soon. That's fair enough. All right, I will stop giving you a hard time.
No.
Stop. No.
You must come.
I hit you on shoulder with the limp wristed slap. Stop.
No.
Stop.
Yes.
You're so naughty.
Cheers to all my brush wielding, paint slinging friends. Alley's up, mate.
Well, I think the only thing is with this, white is hard to paint, and the only thing
he's used like blue as the.
Yeah, I think the only thing I'd do is just put one highlight along here, and other than that, I'd call it a day.
Yeah.
Because I think he's good. He's done everything that he wants. He's a tabletop mini. He's a barkeep. But I feel with barkeeps,
he needs food stains on his apron.
He doesn't necessarily have to have food stains. But with barkeeps, I feel you can put a bit of extra effort in. And the reason is barkeeps will often be a fixture of your D&D games.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I think he's done great work. I like the white. I think like the blue as the basis is a cool idea. I mean, it gives it a nice, cool appearance as if it's very clean.
It's a very common way to shade blue. Like that's like one of the first ways to be.
There's a sneaky penguin.
Oh, hello.
There's only 2 posts left, penguin.
Yes, penguin.
But there was no penguin posts.
Yeah, but
0.
But it seems that we're going to be talking about some battley tech boys.
All right. So, would you like to talk about this one?
Just a little simple work tonight. Brown and orange base colors for Bill. Orange wasn't real cooperative, but it's okay. It's mostly there for giving tone to the end result anyway. Military green to the chief and Irby. Creek's bane to the ground on the statue.
And yet, this is just putting the work in, and I think it looks good.
Yeah, I really like that base for that statue.
Yeah.
It really gives it that sort of necro feel.
Necro feel?
Yeah, like, you know, in the graveyards.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, yeah. It's all looking good. It's more whips.
Yeah, more whip.
And that's it. But we're going to be ending off with a bang because look at this by Chris Sharp.
Oh my god, look at this hot pink wangs.
Wangs.
Wangs, so hot pink.
The way that you say it, wang.
Wangs.
It seems that the pastel marines strike again, but I find it...
Doesn't this look box arty, like that shot?
Yeah, but you know the other thing that I think about it? Would you like to read out what RJ said?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, okay.
I missed Other Whip. Where is Other Whip?
Of week. Post before the first one you did today.
Did
Did we miss? I don't remember.
Oh, was it this one?
Yeah, but I thought we talked about that.
I thought we talked about this last week. This is why I scolded Sunny for not putting up the stream. I forgot to put one
this week as well.
Oh, yo! Oh,
it's
yo!
Okay, I remember it's Chris Shaw with the hot pink wings.
Put the stream.
Can I still?
Yes, do it now.
Okay.
Oh, yo! Alright, RJ. I am sorry. I'm sorry. We will do your one. I was certain that we've commented on this before because I remember commenting on here. So I'm going to read out your post while Sunny finally does her job. Finally, newest whip. Got to do all of the non-metallic metal and the OSL, the face and the eyes. A few mistakes to touch up. Probably a few more things, then I'll be done. Okay. So skin looks great. I think there's this slight dimple in with the model.
Which is the belly button, I believe, or no?
No, because there's the belly button just there, I think, just next to that. These sheen lines still look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I like the blood coming out of the
mask.
Because I'm not sure if it's meant to be blood or the ink like they have.
I think it's ink. It looks like ink to me.
Well, because it could be either from the, yeah. I lost her lantern ball yesterday. Lantern ball? Oh, is she holding it here? Oh no. Alright, well, it's time to crawl on the hands and knees and ask for the wife's help.
Dimple is where her lantern ball rests.
Oh, it's meant to be blood? I don't think it quite comes off as blood for me. Like, because it doesn't have the gloss quite.
Oh.
And I think the other part of it is it looks quite painterly. And, like, I understand that there's a stylistic choice there. But the skin is absolutely fantastic. Bunny ears, fantastic.
She needs to put on clothes.
Yeah. Lots of people need to put on clothes in Kingdom Death, honey.
Lots of people in real life need to.
Yes. Mostly the, as you call them, the Nambour hoes. There are some ladies in our local area, but look at the way that the skin is done.
Do you see the back dimples, how it's
shaded
I know. To perfection?
I know. It looks really good. And most probably going to get us banned from YouTube. So there, I go like that.
Sure?
No.
Yeah,
not unless somebody reports us or something.
But look at the gem effect on the head. Do you see?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that looks really nice.
And the black of the back of the bunny ears really looks like latex.
Clothes are overrated in KDM.
I understand, but...
But yeah, so...
Dignity is a thing.
Not in KDM, though.
Not in KDM. Could only dream to have the patience and skill to blend like that. Psh, you have it. Look at
Chris, your stuff's pretty good, mate. Like,
shut up, Mort.
But yeah, no, it looks really good. It looks really good. Like, I don't know what's changed since last time. Like, the gem effect looks really good.
I just really love the latex effect of the bunny ears. I mean, look at the way the light catches that. It's just... And you've got black everywhere else, but that one really catches your eye.
Yeah. Yeah, like the rest feels like fabric.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it looks...
I think you're really improving with these KDM models, RJ. Like, I mean, you've always been very good, but like, I think you can see the skills tightening up.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Should we move on to Chris's post? Because I think we've just been glazing, as the kids say,
glazing.
RJ.
What does that even mean? Lingering too long? Really?
Yes.
Oh, why do we say this?
Because it's the slang.
TV show?
But yeah, so I agree with Sunny. It does feel very
box art.
It does feel very box arty. Like, it's very crisp. These aren't
It looks great, like the pink in this shot though, but I feel like on the other shots, or maybe that's just my computer.
You know, the wings feel very similar to Bellicose. See how he's got the rings here?
Yes.
I'm sure they must have used the same CAD files. Because you see...
But they it's shrunken a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like they used very similar CAD files.
For the Bellicose, yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Because I was looking at it, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
Because we've painted it twice now.
Yeah.
And so it's hard not to recognize it.
Yes.
Yeah. So RJ says, thank you means a lot. I've definitely been putting more into it lately. Yay.
Oh yeah, no, we've noticed this skin work especially has been.
Do you just do airbrushing or how do you?
No, he does
glaze?
manual.
No.
So I think the highlight of this, Chris, is definitely the wings, but I think the other things are very solid. So I don't think that the way that you've done the blue skin, when it particularly comes to the tail and the wings, is as strong as your wing work. I feel like a lot of the other things have a lot more strength. Like even here where you've done this darker mark in here, I feel like it still feels better than...
Oh. Apparently, Penguin says glazing is equal to sweet talking. Ducky has educated me to speak Gen Alpha.
Yes, sweet talk is one way of saying it, but
okay.
I'm not gonna keep going because that will incriminate me.
Right.
But yeah, so in here where he's done darkening down to a black, I feel like this still feels good because that feels like a really stylistic choice. Just like how his cracks are quite black and deep. I feel like that's really nice. And the way that he's done that. But I feel like some of the blue highlights feel a little off, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't really quite see it, I guess.
So,
like
see around here?
Yeah?
It just feels a bit stark and doesn't follow the contour of the model as much. And down here and along there a little bit.
I feel like the base, it's where it's nice. It's shiny looking. Reptilian almost. But yeah, I guess the upper half does feel a little off, I guess.
But yeah, I think that what is really good about it is that the rest of it is so very clean. I guess is the best way to put it. It's... When I say it's very... I think when Sonny says it's very Games Workshop box arty, it feels as if you've done it in the Games Workshop style. You've done the wash, we can see the wash, but then you've gone right up to the line when you've done all of the other stuff, which feels very crisp and clean. And it's the same within here. All of it feels very crisp and clean. None of it feels...
And the true metallic metals looks very much...
Well, I think he's just using metallics rather than true metallic metal.
Yeah, just straight metallics.
Yeah. And but it does look very crisp. It does look very GW style.
Yeah. Oil
wash magic. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. That makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Games Workshop they use oil washers and stuff. Because you don't know what is actually being painted.
But see the way that he's done these pink highlights in here and the scratches up here, I think that's just, chef's kiss.
Do you see how fluoro it looks though? The pink?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I'm a bit thrown by it. Because on your one, it looks great. But on my one, it looks so fluorescent.
Yeah, that's one of the other things that we try and do. So often when we're reviewing at our place rather than the office, what we'll notice is, because we'll have it on the TV, we'll have it on Sunny's thing, we'll have it on my thing, and we see all of the different levels of color contrast.
Yeah.
So on Sunny's, so in my one, it's, I wouldn't say flesh colored, but almost like intestinal pink.
Yeah.
If like somebody was doing
like a fleshy pink.
Yeah, like if somebody was doing a fleshy pink, that's how it looks. But on Sunny's one, it looks
straight up fluoro.
Yeah, yeah, almost. But yeah, I look at it and I think it looks great. But I think one of the biggest things, once again, is that basing. That basing is absolutely fantastic. And it really helps ground the miniature because I have to know, Chris, why this Demon Prince? Because all of your other models are so old school. They're all like...
Is this not an old school one?
No, this is a very modern demon sculpt. Because... Okay.
It's Sunset Red from Vallejo, kinda fluoro.
Kinda fluoro, so it's probably closer to your one than mine, I'd say. But yeah.
I prefer it your way because I feel it just sort of makes it look a bit more tacky with the fluorescent.
But I do believe that it's a Slaneshi one, so...
But still, I don't...
I'm not sure. Oh, no, not Slaneshi. Zinchian. Oh. Sorry. That's my bad. Because he's shown off the rest of the army before. But I just want to ask for Chris's answer.
He says, I couldn't find an old demon prince. Feels bad, but it's cool.
Okay. Is there anybody who does old demon princes? Look, where are you, Chris? No, one sec. Give me a second.
The Americas, I bet.
Give me a second. I'm gonna bring up the review screen, and I'm gonna just. Oh, he's
Sydney.
But if he's here, do we have any old demons? Let's take a look what we got. Alright, so Ring Heroes Infinite. Cause we got that.
Yeah, but if he wants a like original. Oh, he's already said that. GW stuff. Yeah, it does seem that's what he wants.
Okay, well give me 1 second. I just want to see.
Oh, but if we do find something on eBay, it's like freaking expensive.
Some of the times. So I just want to put this in the chat and hopefully it will not automatically remove it. Check out that link. That's the Australia buy swap sell thing, and often you'll find things in there. Give me 1 sec, Chris. Just gonna see if I can find Demon. Why you like this, Facebook? Well, like, why does anybody use you when you're like this? I don't understand.
Yeah, there's so many people. Us included.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the best of a bad thing. So let's see if we can search just this group, or will it search everything? No, it's gonna search just absolutely everything. But anyway, Chris, there's that website for you. But anyway, we're just gonna leave the stream screen up, and we're gonna say thank you everyone so much for joining us. We really hope that you have enjoyed this. I've absolutely
found it useful.
Yes, and found it useful. I've absolutely loved going through some of these things. There's such a great variety of stuff.
Yeah.
And what I really like is that when you come on here, you can see like all sorts of things, all sorts of skill levels. And the other thing is, like, I know that when Chris said, I wish I could do that, I think that was heartfelt. I think that was. Like, obviously we see him as a skilled painter, but just know, guys, that so long as you paint miniatures, you are a miniature painter.
Yes.
And I just want all of you guys to know that when it comes to all of this, we are so proud of you guys for just getting paint on miniatures.
Yes.
Because that's the point of all of this.
Yes.
So everybody, we would like to leave you with this. I'm trying to wait for the timing.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I know. I did it all wrong. All right. Keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye.
Oh.
That timing's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh, I can't hear very well through the headphones.
That's
okay,
true.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.